that bid by Trump to get his name back on the Kennedy Center. It is not the Trump Kennedy Center, not under law. A Manhattan federal appeals court just rejected Trump's effort to try to get out of paying over $5 million in the E. Jean Carroll sex abuse and defamation case. This comes after a string of other court losses, including the quashing of one of those controversial election-related subpoenas where Trump was trying to relitigate 2020. And while he did make some noise down in Georgia, a judge recently ruling this week, it's too late to even go back down the memory hole of that old Trump loss. I want to bring in Komanduri, an Obama campaign veteran, and Tara Palmieri, veteran journalist, author of The Red Letter on Substack, and host of the Tara Palmieri podcast. Welcome to both of you. Che, I put it simply because the old saying was, in the Middle East, you can win the war, right? You could topple Saddam Hussein and lose the peace. Here, is it too simple, too exaggerated to say that Trump has lost this war by its own metrics and appears now to be losing the peace and the ceasefire?
Yeah, I mean, he started a war, and now he is losing it. He is absolutely showing an inability to execute the job of the presidency and be the steward of our foreign policy in a way that is smart or competent or well thought out. This is a disaster, a foreign policy disaster like I've never really seen in recent years. President Trump basically promised the opposite of this. He would stay out of foreign wars and we would have so much winning. Instead, he has gotten us into foreign wars, and we have so much losing. It is an absolute disgrace, and it's one that, you know, I'm very sure the voters will punish him for in November.
Here was Joe Rogan on this very issue.
This war is not something anybody that's conservative wanted. Most people are horrified by the idea because Trump was elected. One of the pillars that he stood for, apparently, was that he doesn't want any more wars.
Tara?
Yeah, well, we know from reporting that inside of the White House, whenever Joe Rogan comes down on Donald Trump, this is a serious condemnation for them, and they are constantly trying to back channel to him to control him on messaging. But this is a man who really can't be controlled, right? He's never been that type of person. But, you know, it's interesting that President Trump would follow the lead of Israel, that they said to Trump, this is easy. The Shah is weakened right now. He just had an uprising. But if anything, they misinterpreted it. First of all, this is a